In 1888, Reverend Oliver, who actually was from Spartanburg, South Carolina, captured a vision of helping those in need in the Columbia area. The building was built 130 years ago in 1888, and oddly enough, Reverend Oliver died 3 years later. Well, as soon as the doors were open, many came to meet their physical needs, which is important. We've always had great food here, a great place to sleep, but we also were trying to help people, most importantly, to meet their spiritual needs. There's a real belief, and there still is, that there's a spiritual hunger among those in need. Fast forward about 100 years later, in 2001, we actually put in writing our mission and our vision for Oliver Gospel Mission. Our mission is to see the broken and homeless are sheltered, given the gospel of Jesus Christ, and equipped to live responsibly. So we started a recovery program to help men who had addictions, and our staff began to work with these men, helping to identify the real issues that got them into the state they're in. In 2003, we actually embarked on our first major renovation project when we purchased the building next door at 1116 Taylor Street. We renovated that building and our older building so that we could double the capacity of the clients that we could serve from 47 to 98. It also enabled us to have a computer lab that we could use to help men learn computer school, put resume skills, put a resume together, those kinds of things that could help them to get out into the workplace, which is such an important part of what we do. Because we realize that meaningful work is so important. It brings an element of fulfillment to those that we serve that nothing else can provide for them from a human vantage point. And what we saw as we made changes to become more effective in our ministry, positive effects in the community. The crime rate right around the mission went down. Men were getting jobs. We purchased another building, believe it or not, and we're about to renovate that building to go to another level in terms of helping men with this whole issue of work. And that is, we're going to call it a vocational readiness center. So as we trace the history of Oliver Gospel Mission since 1888, the constants have been, number one, a commitment to the gospel of Jesus Christ. Secondly, a commitment to help those in need, recognizing that they not only have physical needs, but they have spiritual needs as well. But thirdly, and this has become even more of an emphasis in recent years, the importance of a transformed life from the inside out, of which an important part of that is being involved in meaningful work.
I was just tired of living like I was living. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. I'm just walking by one day and I seen Oliver Gospel Mission. About 2 or 3 months on down the road, my life got worse and worse and worse. And I said, man, maybe I need to go try Oliver Gospel out.
You know, they've come from such dark, such broken places and really come to us without hope. They come to us so full of fear, and then they encounter God.
Went through a divorce and kind of wound up finding myself going down a wrong road, and said maybe I need somewhere to go. And some way or another, he knew about the mission.
It was time for me to basically just turn my life over to someone else, and that was Christ. And that was the Lord, and that was here.